My name is Ojo Isaac. I am the manager of Presta Royal Concept. Presta Royal Concept is an accounting software company located in Ikeja, Lagos. Today, we are looking at QuickBooks Accounting. Introduction to QuickBooks Accounting. Before you begin to use QuickBooks, there are some things you need to know about the software before you proceed. Looking at the dashboard, look at the software up here. Look at the topmost bar where this mouse is hovering on. This is the topmost bar here, and this bar carries the company name. You can see this very company name. It is called the name bar. That is Presta Royal Concept. This is where you see the name of the company when you open QuickBooks at first. It will reveal the name of the company and also reveal the version and the name of the particular QuickBooks that you are using. Now, on the board here, on this bar, I am using Intuit QuickBooks Enterprise Solution 22.0. Intuit QuickBooks Enterprise is the name of the software. The version is 22.0. I am on the home dashboard down. That is why you can see the home page here. This is called the home dashboard. Okay, so if you want to leave the home dashboard, you click on this small arrow here where my mouse is hovering on by the top right hand corner here. Is closed. If I want to bring it back, I click on this very navigation bar by the left hand side. I click on home. This home button will bring back this desktop, or rather the QuickBooks home page back. So this is on the home page. On the home page, we have a lot of icons, smaller icons, small buttons or bars that you need to know. Okay, this very first one I'm looking at here is the what? Purchase orders. If a company wants to raise purchase order, you click on the icon. This will display the purchase order window where all the products will be recorded. Let me close it now. The same thing, receive inventory. After raising the order, you want to receive the inventory, the company will look at this and click on receive inventory with bill or receive inventory without bill. This is majorly the function of the store manager or the warehouse manager. So if I click on this with bill, it means that I already know the bill that is attached to various items, so I can use that to receive it. This window will display. So the same thing, if I want to enter bills against inventory, that is, if I want to pay for this inventory that I have received, I will click on this very particular icon. So it will bring the list of the vendors. Let me select here. As you can see King Steel Limited and Major Cement Corporation. If I click on Major Cement Corporation, if there's any debt that the company has not paid, it will appear automatically. So invariably, why you are not seeing figures here is because none of the vendors have supplied. So you will have seen where the date that was supplied, a reference number and memo and amount and all that. Okay, so let me cancel. So all these buttons are for operational. So you can see this arrow direction. This arrow is telling you that you will move from one point to another and one point to other. In case you do not know the first step to take, the arrow will direct you on what to do. That is why you see that when you raise a purchase order, the next step is what? Receive the items, and the next step you pay. That is why they are linked together with arrow direction. Then from there you can see other arrow here at the center here. That is to say, enter bills for expenses and orders. So you can see that bill directing you to pay bills. After you have entered bill here, you will pay the bills on with this button here. Then let's go to the next one. Then from enter bill again, you can create invoices. After you create the invoices, then you will be able to receive money there from the customers that you have created the invoices for. So all these are called the dashboard, and the buttons there are called the navigation buttons, while these are navigation bars by the left hand side. The home button which is from this corner here. You can see this is what is displaying the home page, the dashboard. Then the company information bar is there. Then the income tracker is also here. So if you entered or posted data, this will show you how the income is distributed or paid. Then the bill tracker here. So you have a lot of them. Calendar. Then again after that, the snapshot of the organization. So the performance, showing the performance of the organization in terms of income and expense trend analysis, previous year comparison, customer who owes money, you see them there. Then accounts balances, those guys that are owing, those people that are owing the organization. So now look at this top sales by customers, then previous year expenses. So we can go on and on and on and on and on. Look at them. It will show you in the graphical order. So if you know how to operate this, that is why I'm giving you a very detailed introduction now. So let's look at the snapshot here. This very one. Look at it. When you look at the snapshot, when you click on the snapshot, this will display. So that is what we just look at now. Then after that, we look at the customers. Then the customers data will appear. So these are the customer lists that are already there. Then the same thing, vendors. If you click on vendors, all the vendors will appear if you have set up. If you have not set up, you won't see anything here until you have set up. Then that is how you can see with this. Now let's go back to the home page again. I will go here and click on my home page, or rather the dashboard. Okay, so on the dashboard, look at the company menu here is there. Then also look at the banking menu. All these buttons are for operations of the software QuickBooks Accounting. So after that, we'll look at the menus bar. So I've just explained the title bar, which is this one. I told you that before you start to use QuickBooks, if the QuickBooks displayed on your desktop, you are going to see the title bar where the name is recorded. That is Presta Construction Company. So let's go to the next bar. The next bar is the menus bar. All these are the menus. All these are the menus. That is why we call it the menus bar. Now let's look at the file menu. Let's click on it. I click on it. The file menu will display. So from the display, I will be able to set up a new company here. That is why you see new company. Then new company from existing company file. In case I want to copy a new company from existing company file. Then restore company. I can restore company here. then previous company. I can restore previous company. Then with this backup a company, backup a local file or a desktop or on the cloud. Then switch to a multi-user. Then if we are on a multiple number of, if we are operating a multi-user in an organization, let's say 10 user, 5 user, and all of us are working concurrently, it means that all of us are working on the same database which is stored in the server. So therefore, if we have to work together, this will be changed to, this very button will be clicked upon to say click to multi-user. So because there is no network now and that have not been done, that is why you are seeing this error message. I click OK. So I go back to file again. Then from file again, we can open different companies here together. That is why you are saying open a second company. So if you have opened company A before, like Presta company, Presta construction, you can still open another one from here. Say you want to open Mandu Nigeria Limited. All of them, they will open. So that is why you can look at them. You can switch from each other, from one to another one at any time you want to do that. So let's look at other ones. Okay, let's look at edit file. Edit file majorly is for deleting or adjusting, or rather editing documents, and also preference. Majorly again, preference. Now these preferences are very, very important when you want to set up your elements of the organization. So they are very, very important, preferences. So when you click on preference, you see a lot of information, and you need to know how to do that, to work with that and set up that. Then view, that is to say you want to show how your company will be viewed. This is very, very important for you. So look at it now. I am viewing this very icon. Look at it. The icon bar is on my left. This is the what they are talking about. This one. All these are on my left hand side. That is why you're seeing it there. So the icon bar is on my left. Then I have favorite menu. It's also here. So then you can adjust it to whatever you want. If you want to put the icon bar on the top, look at the top. You can click on top. Look at it now. That's changed to the top. It's already at the top here. The icon bar. So you can come back again and say, no, I don't want it to. I want to hide it. It will be hidden. Nobody will see the icon bar again. So, or rather the navigation button. So I come back again and say, no, let me put it on the left. So I put it on the left hand side. It's very, very important. So there's no need to hide it, because you are going to be working on it from time to time. So we'll go to list. The list menu. The list menu gives you the following: the chart of account, the item list, fixed asset item list, the pricing list, then class list and others, template and others. So this is where you do that. Then also you go to favorite. Favorite is when you have already customized this very software to be able to recognize all the windows you want to be using in one particular menu. You want to customize all of them. You want to add. Let's look at it now. I want to add, for instance, I want to my favorite menus here. Number one, I want to be using, make it very easy for me to be using chart of account. I will add it. Item list, I will add it. Then I will look at the class, I will add it. I will look at other names or class first, I will add it. Let me see other names, then class first, I will add it. I can go on and on and on. Let me just stop here for now. I click on it. So when I say OK, I came to favorite, you can see all of them have been added. So which means I can use this favorite, only one menu like this, only one favorite menu to operate all my operations here. I can use it to set up all the ledgers that I want to set up during setup of ledgers. I can use it to post. I can use it to adjust. I can use it to view reports. That is if you know how to use it very well. But as professional, I know how to do that very well. Then let's all look at company menu. The company menu, what does it have? It has the following: the home page. It has the home page. It has snapshot. It has calendar. it has my company info, my company information. Look at all the information in your company have been recorded here. So it will give you all the information here. My company info, it will give you. Then this is where you set up users and also view users that are logging. So this is where you see, let's see users that are logging. Look at it, admin, I'm the only one logging here. So no other person log it in here. So you can do that. Then also you can change passwords and you can set up date, closing date. You can set up POC business details and all that. You can also set up chart of accounts here, journal entries, and accounting tools, the multi-currencies, and other fees, manage fees assets. This is where you set up all this under the company menu. Now let's go to the customers menu. Under the customers menu, this is where the customer database are set up, especially from this customer center, where you want to set up the customer names. You click on the customer center here. It will display. This is where all the information will be displayed here because you already set it up, and you can also set it up there. We are coming there to come and also teach you how to set up customers. Then estimates, then display of sales orders, the invoices, batch postings and batch invoices here. Then also the enter bills, enter sales receipts, and also payment, receive payment. This is where we receive payment from customers. So all of them are here. And leads center. So okay, so let's go to vendor. The next menu is the vendors menu. The same thing with that of the customer. If you click on the vendor center, you see the list of all the vendors that have been set up. Then other information about them concerning balances and all that. This is where we also set up the vendors. Then let's look at the vendor menu again. From there, you can pay bills, you can enter bills. Then you can also set up some ledgers like the items. You can receive item, and you can set up item list. You can create item list from here. Look at item list. So this is where you see all the item lists that have been set up here. So these are the item lists. So you on this very particular company. So then you go to employees. These employees to us in Nigeria is not so much important for us because of the multi-currency that is involved. Because the payroll and the employment information and employment laws of the United States is not also it's not well agreeing with us here. That is to say, we do not use it here. So though we can set up employees, if I say employee center now, I will be able to set up some names of an employee here. But how am I going to use them? I may not be able to use them very well because we are not going to use it for employee management, or rather the payroll management here, or rather HRO management. But if it's in the United States, their laws have been set up here. They have been programmed inside the software, so it will be able to work with their laws very well. But to us in Nigeria, the workability, our tax law, and also our payroll law and HRO laws differs extensively. So that is why it is not compatible with our own here. We will not dwell on this during the course of training. But let's go to inventory. Inventory here. So the inventory center. So look at it here. You see the inventory center. But when you are, we can see inventory center here because of the software that I'm using, Enterprise. If you were using Premium, you will see the inventory center here. You will see it under list here. This one, you will see it under list. And when you click on list, you will see item here. But here, because I'm using Enterprise, I will be able to see the inventory center. If I click on the inventory center, I will be able to see all the inventory information here. Or if I've set up any inventory, I click on it, all the information regarding that very particular inventory will display. This is how it works. Then also inventory center, I can also look at new inventory. I can create new inventory, create new assembly. Then also landed cost. I can create landed cost. I can create bills, build assemblies. I can build assembly. I can receive inventory here under the inventory center. Then also items. If, for instance, if I set up site and locations, I can also view it here. If I've also set up the different location names, like a warehouse name. If we have warehouse in Benin, I can easily set it up here. If I have warehouse in Abeokuta, I can easily set up here. If we also have warehouse in Maduguri, we can easily set up here. Then the transfer window can also be set up here. The transfer, so that I will be able to transfer at cost. It can also be done here. Why you are not seeing this? Because I have not pop up the. I mean, I'm not put on the button, and I've not set up anything of that nature. That is why you are not seeing that. But by the time I do that behind the scenes, then that all will be displayed here. Banking. Under the banking here, we can see write-up checks. Yes, we can use write-up checks when we are paying for expenses. Then also we can make deposit. Can use it for make deposit. Then transfer fund, reconcile and back fees. Then reports. Then when you get here, it means that you are cruising home, gradually cruising home. When you are on reports menu, from here you can customize reports. You can schedule reports. You can do comments or reports, snapshot and advanced reporting. You can also create your report. That is what advanced reporting. You can also log on to online reports from here. Online here with this very particular software enterprise, you are entitled, or you will be able to see, not entitled, you're able to see more than 1,000 types of reports from different departments here. So, but even me, I have not been able to exhaust all the reports here. Now talk of going to online. But sometimes I go online to see if I can discover any reports that matches my client's expectation. So look at this is companies and financial profit and loss there. You can see accounts receivable there, that the customers and the receivable sales. Then sales reports here, jobs and time. Then you look at vendors payable, then vendors and payable, then purchases, then inventory, employee and payroll, then banking, then accountant and taxes, budget, forecast, and all that list. Then this is the summary of what we are going to look at during the course of training. Thank you.